trumpetcallofgodonline.com. Wonder what that's about. So I went to trumpetcallofgodonline.com, and it turns out this is not a church. This is a guy named Timothy who thinks that he has been having conversations with Jesus in his dreams. And I'll just click on Volume 1, Chapter 1, in this table of contents for Volume 1. This is actually Chapter 2. This is the dream that he had that started it all. And you can get an entire transcript. He puts all this up online for free, and he says that you can't add anything. That's part of his copyright thing. So I'm just going to play this, Timothy's dream about Jesus, and you all can make your own decisions about it.
Letters from God and His Christ, Volume 1. Timothy's dream about Jesus. The letter started with this dream. Spring 2004. Timothy's dream about Jesus. I was standing in the middle of a small street in the downtown area of a town that looked European. I wasn't sure where I was. It was getting dark. There was no one around but one person standing near to me, about 15 feet away. This person didn't speak, nor did I know who it was. I then noticed a large board standing up, with only a few bricks holding it up at its base. I knew behind it was a moving truck, but I couldn't see it. Then it hit me. Jesus is in the back of that truck. I ran over calling, "Jesus, don't leave!" When I reached the big wooden board, I noticed I had a brick in my hand with an arrow on it. I placed the brick at the base of the board. Then the truck pulled away. I was going to run after it, but there was a barricade in the street blocking me, so I yelled, "Jesus, come back!" Then the truck stopped and began backing up. I noticed the back of the moving van's door was made of glass. Behind it sat Jesus in a nice chair. Several others were in the back of the truck, seemingly sitting higher than Jesus, similar to stadium seating, but in the dark. I couldn't see them very well. When the truck stopped, it was still about 20 yards away. The door opened, and Jesus jumped out. He was dressed as a modern man and clean-shaven. He beckoned to me and said, "Come to me, Timothy." I went around the barricade and ran to him. When I reached him, I both fell down and fell at his feet to worship him. He touched my head, then lifted me up and said, "Join me in the truck. I have much to tell you." I sat on the floor of the back of the truck, and he sat back in the nice chair. I stared intently at him and listened with all my might. But no matter how hard I tried, I could not hear him, even though I saw his mouth moving. After he finished speaking, we got out. We were then standing in the street again. I ran over to him and put my arms around him and squeezed him as hard as I could, never wanting to let go. He hugged me also, and while pushing me back gently said, "Timothy, you must stay here for a little longer. I will return." He got back into the truck, and it drove away. After the dream, I woke up to give my son a bottle. During this short time, I prayed that the Lord might tell me my dream's meaning. When I fell back to sleep, I had exactly the same dream again. But this time a voice said, "Listen while I give you your dream's interpretation." Interpretation on the following page.
So that's it. That is your sample of this crazy. And if you'd like to see more of the same crazy from this source, I will give you all the URL again so that you can investigate it for yourself. But I'm telling you guys, this kind of stuff is at the heart of every cult. Every one. And this is the beginning. And I hope that this one doesn't end in something like Waco, or like a whole bunch of people thinking that they're going to be taken off in a spaceship and then they all commit suicide so the spirits can get on. I really hope that this is benign, but I fear for the worst.